Hello, my gorgeous and amazing besties. Today we're gonna get a little bit funky. So as we know, I love thrifting, I love going to Goodwill, and I go to Goodwill bins a lot. And when I saw this sitting in the Goodwill bins the one day, I had to pick it up. This is the Favorite Recipes cookbook. It's the 1962 revised edition. And I was, just like flipping through, just to see what kind of old 60s recipes were in here. When I came across this one in the cake section that had me intrigued to say the least. This is tomato soup cake. And when I read this, I was like, oh my gosh,
Like what? Is this like a cake that you're gonna eat tomato soup with? Like it pairs well with that?
no. This is a cake that, among other things, calls for 1 can of tomato soup. The other ingredients, let's see, we've got 2 cups of sugar, 8 tablespoons of shortening, 1 can of tomato soup, 1 can of water, 2 teaspoons of soda, 2 teaspoons cinnamon, 2 teaspoons ground cloves, 4 cups of flour, a half teaspoon of salt, and 2 cups of raisins. So naturally, I have to see what the hell this tastes like. The only instructions are to dissolve the soda in soup and bake for 1 hour in a slow oven. I had to Google what a slow oven is. Apparently it's between 250 and 325. So I have it preheating behind me to 300. I have all the ingredients in front of me except the soda. So since there's no other ingredients, I think I'm just gonna do what you normally do and like put the wet, like combine the dry first and then do the wet. So I don't really know how much this is gonna make. So I'm just gonna get a big bowl. So I'm gonna do 4 cups of flour first. I don't really know how much like 4 cups is, you know what I mean? Like, here's 1. It's gonna be a lot. 2, 3, and 4. Yay! It's heated. I feel bad for using all this sugar and flour for like this shitty ass cake. Now I need 2 cups of sugar. 1 and 2. 2 teaspoons of cinnamon only. To me, this is a bit dangerous because I was telling my friends about this and I was like, I don't think 2 teaspoons of like cinnamon and cloves are really gonna, drown out the taste of tomato soup. There's those. A half teaspoon of salt. And now I'm just gonna, whisk it together. Oh, we literally do. I was gonna be like, this is the only whisk we have. So far this is like not looking terrible. It's just cake and it smells good. Now we dissolve the soda into the soup. It says it's healthy. Healthy is tomato soup. Should I have not gotten condensed? I don't know. I feel like that's all. Oh. Oops. I think this is the wrong kind of soup. 2 teaspoons of this soda. 1, 2. Here's what I'm gonna do. Since it calls for a can of water, I'm gonna put the can of water in there. Give it a wee bit of a stir, I guess. And now 8 tablespoons of shortening. It's a half a cup of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's written on there. I'm gonna chunk it because I feel like putting an entire, this is a lot of shortening. I don't even know what Crisco is. I don't really like the way it feels. Oop, there's some paper on that one. Oh my god. Okay, but like, if I'm gonna be honest, it kind of just smells like pumpkin pie. So this is what it's looking like. Like, I'm not gonna lie, does it just kind of look like pumpkin? The chunks of Crisco, are throwing me off, but I'm gonna keep mixing. I do have to put the 2 cups of raisins in here. Oops. Maybe I'm supposed to like microwave that shortening. Here's what I was thinking. All my friends want to try this, right? What if I make it into cupcakes? Like, I feel like that would be good. And then maybe, here's what I'll do. I'll put half will have raisins to be accurate. The other half won't. You know what I mean? Can you bake cupcakes with no cupcake liners? Hey Google, can you bake cupcakes with no cupcake liners?
On the website thespruceeats.com, they say you can bake excellent muffins or cupcakes and remove them safely from pans without using baking liners as long as you effectively grease your baking pan.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm kind of grossed out by myself because it literally smells good. There's no eggs in here, so in theory, I could try this batter, but I kind of want to, you know, leave it up to the old imagination. I don't know how much this is supposed to rise or anything. Like, they literally give no instructions, so I don't know how much to fill this or like what, but I really think I should have warmed the shortening up, so if it's screwed up in that end, it might be my fault. Do I have another muffin tin? Ugh. And I'm gonna put 6 of them. Do you know where raisins are normally kept in the store? Because for the life of me, I could not find them. I had to get these like bulk raisins instead, which like, it was only $2. Like, I don't know how much raisins normally cost, but I'm not a big raisin gal. I'm more of a craisin lady. And I think I'm gonna mix them like within this because I don't want them to just like sit on top. Like, I kind of want them to be in the batter as you know, as the 1960s God intended. Give them a quick like poke around in there. These look so yummy. I could lick this, but I don't want to spoil it for myself. So here they are, pre-oven. These ones have raisins, duh. Those ones don't. That one's a little, I'm gonna like leave that as like a low one to see what happens. I still have this much batter. So what I think I'm gonna do is mix some raisins in there. And I have this. I can make a wee little cake, or I might have another muffin tin. I don't, but I'm gonna use this metal one instead. Effectively greased. I'm gonna do a little scoop ski. Whoa, I'm gonna pour it right in here. I'm seriously appalled when I tell you guys that it smells like pumpkin pie, but in the end, what is in pumpkin pie if not cinnamon and clove? This is gonna be kind of thin. There's no baking powder in it, so it shouldn't really rise that much, right? Is that how baking science works? I really don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and put raisins in it. I'm gonna put the raisins on top of this one and see what happens. Maybe I'll just put it on half. Yeah, I'll do half. No, I'll do the whole one. Now I have a big bag of raisins left. See, I wanted to get just those like little, the ones you would get when you're like trick-or-treating. Like, why can I not find those now? So this is how the cake's looking. These are my muffins. I'm gonna pop them in here. Now, the recipe says put it in there for an hour, but I'm worried it will burn. So I'm gonna set a timer for a half hour and I'll come back with you guys then and I'll check in and see how they're doing. So it's been a half hour. Hi, Izzy. I'm gonna check on it to see how it's doing. Oh. Yeah, I think they look pretty good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave the cake, but I'm gonna take the muffins and we'll see. So this is them out. They're gonna sit here and cool a little bit. I'm gonna set the timer only for like 15 more minutes on the cake, 10 to 15, and see what happens, and then we'll see how cool these get. Why do they actually look good? Okay, now it's time for the actual cake reveal. It's been in 15 more minutes. These muffins have been cooling nicely. They kind of flattened out a little bit, but they puffed up way more than I thought they were going to. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Now it's time. I'm joined by my sister. Oh, hold on, not even in frame. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna be trying it. Yeah, they're definitely cool enough. I'm gonna try one with raisins to get the full effect. What are you going for?
I don't want raisins.
Okay. So as you can see, it's got a nice shape. I sprayed the pan well enough. So... Okay, 3, 2, 1. It doesn't taste like tomato soup at all. It just tastes like cinnamon and clove. I think it's a pretty solid muffin. Like, I don't see anything wrong with this, really. What do you think? I bet Mom's gonna like it. I'm not really like a spice person. I am. It's very... There's a texture. It's very like fluffy, but it's not bad. I think overall, I give it like a 7.5 for what it would probably have ranked lower if it didn't have tomato soup in it. I'm gonna bring one down to my mom. I don't know if she knew I made tomato soup cake or not. I'm gonna get her review. Here it comes.
Tomato pie. I'm scared.
I want to give you a review. I'm not telling you anything. I want to hit your review.
Ooh, it smells good and spicy.
I wouldn't be able to tell that it had tomato soup until, I guess there's only like a slight aftertaste, but I think it's pretty...
That's good. It tastes like something else I've had. That's delightful, actually.
I know. Would you rate it out of 10?
I'll say an 8.5.
OMG.
Okay.
Yeah, have fun. All in all, I would say it was a success. I'm gonna go through this cookbook a little bit more, see if there's any other fun recipes to try that sound horrendous but might actually be good. I guarantee you there's a bunch. There's a lot of old-fashioned salads, a lot of old-fashioned sandwiches I really want to try, so stay tuned.